have helped a few clients go from using pen and paper to using these softwares, and that's where I saw my first ever six-figure improvement to a client's profits. And then as to the team, we have people that have worked directly in these softwares in the industry, so I'm gonna be sharing their opinion as well and their thoughts on these softwares. I'm gonna go over 4 options, the pros and cons of each, and then I'm gonna give each one 2 ratings. One is the price to value, and then the second one is gonna be the overall rating on that software. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a few fundamentals that you can use to determine, hey, I have this other software that I wanna look at. And then you can decide, hey, this is gonna be good, or this is not gonna be good. So I'm gonna give you what to look out for when shopping for a software as well. Let's go into the first one. That's Jobber. There is nothing bad I can say about them. They are priced the cheapest out of all the options we're gonna talk about, but that doesn't mean they're the worst. They're actually, in my opinion, the best of all the ones we're gonna talk about. They have really good support. It's not a salesperson trying to sell you something, it's actual support. It's a very complete software, has everything you need to run the business, to manage jobs correctly. It's really good. It is packed with features, not packed with fees, and it has great support. They'll even help you set it up and everything. There is no downside. It works best for companies that run service calls. From what I've seen, it's really good at that. Once you get into the super complex projects, if you're in general contracting, this is probably not the one for you. Maybe look at JobNib as one of those softwares in that area. It's really good for the service calls though. If you run service calls, this is amazing. Is it great at the enterprise level? Probably not as good as it is if you're smaller, but honestly, if you're under 25 employees, I think this is an amazing tool. You should use it. I think they do have support for higher companies, bigger companies. Honestly, if you're under 25 employees, this is probably your best option. The processing fees are also pretty decent, which is not bad. Usually we recommend that you run all your card purchases through the software, just because when you start dealing with third party, now you have 2 things to figure out. You know, you're running the schedule, you're running the job on one software, then you're charging on another one, then you need another software to run all the reports. Between the 2, the amount of time and the money you lose by inaccuracy in the reporting, by having all of that complexity, is probably not worth it. So keep it in-house. So processing fees, not so bad on it. It's well made, so it's easy to understand. It's not that it's too simple, so it's easy to understand. Like one of our other options in this list, where it's easy to understand because there's not much, not because it's well made. This is well made. Is there infinite options? No. Is there infinite features? No. There's everything you need to run a business off of it. It's there, it's great. Highly recommend it. So we're gonna give it 5 out of 5 on the price to value. This is the cheapest option that we're gonna cover today. And then on the overall rating, another 5 out of 5. It has everything you would need. I can't say anything bad about it. And I'm not even sponsored by them. Like this is me saying it for free. Imagine if they paid us, what we would be saying. It'd be the same thing. Seriously, it's just good. All right, let's move into the next one. This is Housecall Pro. This is probably Jobber's closest competitor. At least Housecall Pro would hope that people would think. It's decent. It's not great at anything, but it's also not too bad at anything. You can get the job done with this software. It's good if you're starting out. It's simple because it lacks features. It doesn't have as much as I saw Jobber have. It doesn't have as much as some other tools like Service Titan, which we'll talk about. It's just there, honestly. I can't really say much good about it. This is actually the software that I've spent the most time in. The interface sucks. The way you pull up some things on Housecall Pro makes 0 sense. You have to go through like 5 other things that don't make any sense for what you're trying to look for. It's not intuitive. Where you think things should be, they're not there. It's the biggest issue I see with Housecall Pro. It costs more than Jobber and it has a higher processing fee than Jobber. And that's something that actually all of my clients on Housecall Pro have complained about, is the processing fee. They think, hey, it's really high. I've not heard a single person complain about it on Jobber. Now, is it a huge difference? No, it's not. So I think just the people that are on Jobber just haven't complained about it, and the ones that are on Housecall Pro have, because I would totally understand if somebody on Jobber complained as well. It's nothing super high on either, but it is higher on Housecall Pro on top of being more expensive to start with. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5 on the price to value. I don't think you are getting as much for what you pay for as you can elsewhere. And then overall, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. You can perfectly run your business on Housecall Pro. Will it work? Yes. Is it as good? No, it's worse. But you can use it. So it's gonna get a 3 out of 5, considering that there is a cheaper alternative that beats it out on pretty much every category. So If you're looking at Housecall Pro, I would recommend look at Jobber, and if there's something that Housecall Pro has that Jobber doesn't, then go for it. But if it's purely like, hey, either one I could go for, then go for Jobber. If there's nothing on Housecall Pro that Jobber doesn't have that you need, then go to Jobber. That's my recommendation on there. Okay, moving on to the big one, the titan in the industry, Service Titan. This is the most complete software we're going to talk about today. It has everything, and the times that I've been able to play around with this software have actually been really, really fun. It's super complex to use. The support is horrible, so you have to really learn yourself. There is companies, or I think I've actually been told, hey, you should charge people and teach them how to use Service Titan. No thanks. What I would be doing is telling them to move to another software. It is sometimes too much. If you're enterprise level, this is probably the way to go. It will give you anything you can think of. If you can think of a feature, Service Titan probably has it, and they have an extra charge for it. That's the thing with Service Titan. There is so many features. It is packed with features and packed with fees. That's how I would describe Service Titan in as few words as possible. Packed with features, packed with fees. So if you need to track absolutely everything, this is the way to go. It is extremely complete. If you have over 50 employees, this is probably where I would go to. If you have over 25 even, I would say this is the tool I would go for. If you're doing multiple millions a year, this is probably where you want to be as well, especially in this service call. It is custom to each user, which means that you can get a really bad deal custom to you. That's kind of how it goes. It's always higher, and every time you try to renew, they will just try to give you more features, and you're locked in for a year. That's the least amount of time that you can spend on Service Titan, where Housecall Pro and Jobber do let you just do a month. So one thing with Service Titan is it's a great tool, it's a great software, the company not so great. So support is horrible, and this is the thing with it. Every time at the end of your billing cycle, you're gonna get a call from your service rep. Your service rep is just a sales rep. They're not there to help you and to support you through the service. They are there to sell you more feature. Now, here's the really bad part, and it's almost laughable. I remember having lunch with someone that uses Service Titan, and we were talking about this exact thing. They will add features to Service Titan and then charge you for them. You have not asked for them. They will just raise the price. They will pack it with more features and pack it with more fees. That's the thing with Service Titan. You get the features, but you also get the fees. They will just add stuff, even if you're not using it, even if you don't need it, even if you tell them, hey, I don't want to pay for this, I'm not going to use it. Doesn't matter. That's just how it is now, and you just have to deal with it. If you're small, this is not the tool for you. You're just going to get charged out of everything that you can, that they can. Not because, hey, it's too difficult to use, or you're gonna get so many fees, you're gonna get so many features that you're not gonna use, but you are gonna pay for. I will say, the product is great, the business practices are not. You're gonna get charged out of everywhere, but you are gonna get really good features. So yeah, it's difficult to rate Service Titan because on one hand, we have such a powerful product, but then on the other one, we have such a crappy business practice regimen, right? We get screwed if we're not using absolutely everything. So if you know you're going to use everything, good. If you're not going to use absolutely everything, then it's not the right tool for you. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 on the price to value because most of the time it's going to be too much that you pay for what you need. And then those features that they add and they raise the price that you might not use. So that's price to value. This is not the tool. But overall, it is going to be a 4 out of 5 because the features it has are 5 out of 5. It is by far the most complete. But here's the thing. It needs to be well spec'd out, which will cost you a ton of money. And then you might not even need all those features if you're smaller. If you have a lot of money that you can pay for it and you have a lot of need for their features, go for it. If you don't, not recommended. Okay, going on to the final one, and this is a complete opposite of Service Titan. It is QuickBooks. What can I say about this? This is the complete opposite end, where you go, you know what, I don't need any features at all, and I'm not gonna pay anything at all. Most likely, you're already paying for QuickBooks, so it's already included. It's really simple to use because you're just gonna send out invoices. This is one of those where it's simple to use because there's nothing you can do with it, right? A pencil is much easier to use than a 3D printer. Now, they do different things, right? But a pencil is much easier to maintain and to use than a printer would. So yes, it's simpler, but not because it does the same thing better. It's simpler because it does much less than the other options. It's a step up from the spreadsheets. It's a step up from pen and paper, but it does not replace a field management software. It's good if you have one employee, and that's yourself, right? If it's just you working on stuff, this is actually an amazing tool. The problem is, it's not a field management software. It's good at managing money. So I would recommend once you hire someone, step away from using QuickBooks and use another thing. What I have seen is that people will use QuickBooks to send out the invoices, do the majority of the business running in QuickBooks, and then use other tools to schedule out jobs, plan out jobs, assign tasks. And here's the thing with that, is while you might be saving money, in the end, you're gonna spend a lot more time. So let's say you get a new job that comes in. Okay, now I'm gonna use Google Calendar to schedule it out. I'm gonna send them a form through Google Forms, and they're gonna fill it out, and then I'm gonna add in the calendar, the description of what this person needs to do. A lot of the time I hear people complain, and I've actually had a company that we worked with that would have issues with, hey, the calendar's not syncing up, it's not showing up for this guy, this thing didn't work, that thing didn't work. And that's the thing, is you have to spend so much time managing so many different tools if you want to use QuickBooks as your your software for this, as your field management software. So that's my thing, is if it's just you, you can get away with it. If it's not just you, get a software. You might be spending more monthly on software, but you're gonna spend less on the time that you spend trying to manage multiple things at once and getting less features out of it. Seriously, once you go over to one of these softwares, your job will get so much easier and you'll make the money back. If you only focus on ways to cut costs, the lowest you can go is 0, right? If you focus on ways that you can increase your capacity, increase your revenue, you can go infinite, basically. There's a cap, but you can get more money than you will ever need by focusing on the revenue. Whereas if you focus on cutting costs, you can't. So that's my recommendation. The second you hire someone, please step away from using something like just QuickBooks and then a bunch of other softwares. Get into a good field service management software. Overall, QuickBooks, price to value, 5 out of 5, because you're likely already paying for it, but overall, it's gonna be a 1 out of 5, as it is not a field management software, it is a money management tool. You can send invoices, but that doesn't mean that you should use this tool to run your entire business, because you will need other tools, and when you need other tools, you might as well just get one that does everything and has even more features than all the other free tools that you have to add on to QuickBooks. Now, if you want to shop around for more tools, or you have a specific software in mind that you want to compare to others, here's what you should look out for. Number one is price. Make sure it fits your budget and that you're going to get the money back from it. So a really easy way to see is how much time will this tool save me, right? Or how much more revenue can I make with this tool? Most of the time, the return that I've seen on these softwares is over 1,000 to 1. So for every dollar you spend on this, you can get thousands back, is what I've seen most of the time. That's the improvement, because the time saved is ridiculous on this. So almost always you're gonna get an improvement. Now, if it's something where, hey, like I can only make X amount of money per week and I'm paying X amount per month on this software and that doesn't add up, then it's probably not worth it. That means you're too small to use the software. Wait a little bit, maybe stick with the QuickBooks and everything. But almost always, none of these tools are that expensive that you can't pay it back. Another thing to look out for is processing fees. Sometimes a tool will look cheaper on the monthly cost, but then you look at the processing fee and it's a bit higher. Another thing you need to look at is support. Is it good support? Is it included with your subscription? And what does the support actually look like? What do people say about it? So look at the reviews, look at, hey, what is included within your subscription, and make sure you get good support if that's something you need. Personally, for our own softwares that we've used, that was something really important that we looked at. My recommendation is make sure you have good support, because some of these tools are really complex and you need to be absolutely certain that you're getting absolutely everything out of the tool, or that you get absolutely everything you need. So if you have a really good idea of, hey, this is what I need in the software, this is what I needed to do, this is what I'm gonna do every single day, and I can set these features up myself, great. If you don't know much of like, this is your first software, you don't really know what you need yet, you don't know what you're gonna do on the software, make sure you get good support. Next thing, look at the features. Does it have everything you need? Going over to a new software is already pretty difficult operationally. So we don't wanna make it even more difficult by having to think of ways to by having to remove features that we need. Let's say you need 5 features out of a software, and this one only has 4. Well, now you're switching over to a new software, and now you have to figure out, what do we do about that last feature that we needed? Now we don't have it. So now you're thinking about 2 things. It's the new software, and what do I do about X thing? So make sure it's everything you need when you go for the software. Finally, the contracts and the terms. How long are you locked into them? What's the minimum amount of time that you have to spend with them? How do cancellations work? Do you get a free trial so that you understand, hey, I like this software before you jump into it? And then, do they help set up the software? Is that included? Do you have to pay more for it? How does that look? That's really important things to think of. And then really the key is, don't lock yourself in a cage that you're not certain that you like. If you don't know if you like it or not, don't lock yourself in, right? If you know you like it, then lock yourself in. So if they don't offer a free trial, do a substantial amount of research on it. And if you're unsure of a specific software, feel free to come consult with me. You can book a free meeting. I'll sit down with you 30 minutes. We'll go over your options and see what software is best for you. I'll help you with some research as well. So if you're unsure about a software, they don't offer a free trial or something, just book a meeting with me. It's woopenvironmental.com/book. Go to the information meeting and then select me, as I'll be able to help you choose a software. It's completely free to you. That's pretty much everything for this video. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to our channel. We're making a lot more videos now. We're really making a push to help more and more businesses out, whether they're a client of ours or not. We just want the trades and restaurants to have a better experience running their business. Thank you. I'm Marcos, CEO of Woop Environmental, and I'll see you on the next video.